Well, the news at 5 continues now with Vanessa and Colin.
Thank you. Breaking right now at 5, a man shot and killed at an apartment complex near the campus of UNC Charlotte. We are bringing you a live report with new information from police.
Plus, also breaking tonight, state lawmakers give the green light to a $500 million Helene relief package. We'll tell you what happens next and why this gives Western North Carolinians hope that rebuilding will finally begin.
And the new chair of the Mecklenburg County Commission says the state of the county is strong, why he's expressing confidence in the county's future and where he says more work is needed.
WCNC News at 5 starts right now.
Going straight to breaking news here at the top of the hour. I'm Colin Mayfield.
And I'm Vanessa Rufus. As we speak, a homicide investigation is underway in University City.
Yeah, this is after one person was killed near the campus of UNC Charlotte. We first learned about this around 2 o'clock this afternoon. Breaking the news on our streaming app, WCNC Plus.
WCNC Charlotte's Anna King has been on the scene for the past few hours. So, Anna, we're hearing that you heard from police and you've learned a bit more about this scene.
That's right, I have, and if you take a look behind me, the left of this apartment complex is what officers still have taped off right now. Now, earlier today, they did have traffic blocked off here as well, while a line of officers worked to investigate what happened here. Now, although details were limited, they did confirm the shooting happened outside of the complex. They told us a man was shot and killed here. Police recovered multiple guns in the parking lot of the apartment complex. Police say there is no threat to anyone on campus, though, at this time, as they're not looking for any other suspects. Now, earlier today, I did speak with some students walking by this busy road who received an alert from the school on this incident.
A little bit uncomfortable because this is usually the path I take every day to get to and from classes. I'm over by the engineering side, so a little concerned.
I didn't think we would see it, and I didn't think it would be as bad as this. It's just like, I don't know, it just like hit. Like, it's just crazy.
Now, again, CMPD has confirmed this is an isolated incident and there is no threat to anyone else here on campus. So, of course, as we learn more, we will be sure to continue to keep you updated. For now, here live in University City, Anna King, WCNC Charlotte.
Yeah, miles away from where 2 officers were hurt just 2 weeks ago. A couple other violent incidents happening in our city. We appreciate you highlighting this. Thank you, Anna.
In the meantime, we're turning to some new information tonight after that police presence at a West Charlotte elementary school into lockdown this week. The principal of Ashley Park Pre-K through 8 has told families a suspect police were chasing tried to enter the school building. The principal says a school resource officer told him about that chase around 3 o'clock yesterday, and they immediately placed the school on lockdown and slightly delayed dismissal.
The suspect that tried to enter the building was immediately arrested. The lockdown was lifted about half an hour later. We're still waiting for CMPD to answer our request for more details on the incident. Meantime, tonight, an investigation is underway after police in Pinehurst shot and killed a man with an axe at the scene of a house fire.
Yeah, officers responded to a report of suspicious person at that home just after 7 o'clock this morning. And when they arrived, they say they saw smoke and they alerted the fire department. Now, they say as crews were trying to put that fire out, a man came out of the front door, grabbed a firefighter's axe, and they say that he charged at officers.
Police say the man did not follow commands to drop the axe, so they tried to use a taser, which did not work. That led officers to shoot this man. No first responders were hurt. The State Bureau of Investigation is now looking into this incident. We expect to learn more about all the stories we just read in the coming days as we press officials for answers.
So we did want to make sure that you had the WCNC Charlotte mobile app downloaded. That way, when we get any updates in these stories and others, you can get them immediately sent to your phone. This is a free download in your phone's app store.
Let's go to our forecast. We had picked this day. Wednesday was going to be the warmest day of the foreseeable future. It is 80 degrees, a beautiful shot through our Dallas Tower camera.
Yeah, it feels great out there. We got some changes, though, to be aware of. And it is interesting. I heard we talked about this earlier, that there's still some snow up in the high country.
Yeah, and we might see a little more before the weekend. So if you want to get some last-minute skiing in, I know Beach is going to shut down this weekend. Sugar, I think, is right behind them. So kind of the end of the season up there in the mountains, and they're going to get a little bit of fresh snow as this cold front heads our way. But as you guys mentioned, really warm. We're 81 right now in Charlotte. That's the warmest we've been all year. Now, the morning low lows. We were actually down colder than this. I don't know why it says 47. Our low was actually 38 this morning, and we jumped up to 81 this afternoon. So we have seen a huge swing in temperature from the morning low to the afternoon high. By far one of the warmest we have seen. When you look at this, we're basically talking about a 43-degree jump in temperature from the morning low to the afternoon high. In fact, today is the warmest day of the year so far, 81 degrees. We've hit 82 other times. That was back in February, but by far the warmest day so far this year. Tonight, temperatures will cool back down into the 50s, but we are going to see some pretty dramatic changes tomorrow. No 80s, no 70s. We'll be stuck in the 60s. We'll talk about a cooling trend going into the end of the week.
All right. We'll learn a little bit more from you soon. Thank you, Brad. Other breaking headlines tonight. The North Carolina Senate passing a $500 million Helene relief package.
Yes, you'll remember the House already approved this bill. So this means this is now on its way to North Carolina Governor Josh Stein's desk, and he says that he will pass this. He will sign this. This is a massive step forward in actually being able to begin the process of rebuilding some homes and other businesses Helene destroyed back in late September.
This development comes after Stein revealed his 2-year, $70 billion budget proposal. Helene relief was not included in the plan because it all hinged on the passage of the bill.
And now we have WCNC Charlotte's Julie Kays joining us right now. Julie, you've been keeping track of this bill as both chambers have been debating the fine details for months now. So it finally appears to be heading on the way to the governor, as we mentioned, and hopefully some relief for folks who need it.
Yeah, this bill just passed really in the last few minutes. So that's $524 million that will head straight to Western North Carolina when Governor Josh Stein passes it. He's expected to sign it really any moment now. He said this morning he's ready to sign it immediately. But I checked back in with a nonprofit in Boone who says this is still just the beginning.
$524 million worth of aid, inching closer to Western North Carolina to help following Hurricane Helene.
The most damaging storm in North Carolina history.
For weeks, House Bill 47 has been bouncing back and forth between chambers over disagreements on what should be in it. The Senate wanted $35 million more than the House's initial draft. The House compromised with this bill, which it passed unanimously Tuesday. It includes $120 million for housing recovery, $200 million for agriculture and crop loss, and $100 million for private road and bridge repair. All of this still immediately necessary, nearly 6 months after the storm.
If I can put it in one word, it's encouragement. I feel encouraged that we are not being forgotten.
Yolanda Adams runs Que Pasa Appalachia, a nonprofit that supports Spanish-speaking families in Boone. She says they're grateful for the $26,000 grant they've already received, but they need more.
When you're helping 3 or 4 families that were completely displaced and they lost everything, I mean, those $26,000 can go like super fast.
In his budget proposal Wednesday, Governor Stein said he was prepared to sign this immediately.
I am eager to sign a bill that sends resources to Western North Carolina.
But he agreed it still isn't enough. It's about half of the $1 billion he requested last month. He says he's already planning to submit another request from the General Assembly.
We have to be honest that the amount is inadequate, and this is just the start.
The state estimates full recovery to cost $60 billion. So his biggest request is from the federal government.
And Stein's full budget proposal totaled more than $33 billion per year. You can read more about what else he's requesting on our mobile app. Vanessa, Colin, back to you.
All right, thanks for keeping us posted, Julie. And for folks who missed it, we did want to let you know that we streamed the governor's budget announcement live as it happened on WCNC+. And Julie actually joined our Live Impact team to bring some more context and perspective behind this proposal.
We're now streaming news coverage starting at 4:30 in the morning, going all the way until 6:30 in the evening. Just download WCNC+ to your TV and watch for free.
Also in Raleigh today, state lawmakers are debating a bill to raise the legal age for tobacco to 21.
House and Senate bills filed this week would raise the age to buy all tobacco products, including e-cigarettes. It would also require stores to get permits. Congress passed a law to raise the age for tobacco sales back in 2019. North Carolina is one of just 7 states not currently aligned with federal law.
And now back here in our area tonight, we know that officials are outlining their vision for the future of Mecklenburg County.
Mecklenburg County Commissioner Chairperson Mark Jarrell delivered his first State of the County address, highlighting significant achievements and outlining future priorities.
And WCNC Charlotte's Jesse Pierre is joining us live now from uptown. So Jesse, what are some of the highlights here?
Well, Mark Jarrell described the state of Mecklenburg County as strong and robust, and he credits that to the county's dynamic diversity in its workforce, growing economy, and strong community. Now, the address emphasized as well the county's commitment to improving the quality of life for residents who live, work, and play in Mecklenburg County. The state of Mecklenburg County took center stage with Chairperson Mark Jarrell at the podium. He pointed to $152.8 million in new investments thanks to the federal funds and revenue growth. That money is being used to tackle big issues like housing insecurity, early childhood education, healthcare, and job training.
In January, the Board of County Commissioners approved an economic development project that we all love called Providence Square. This public-private partnership will result in about $500 million of new investment, along with 108 workforce and affordable housing units for our community.
Early childhood education is another big focus. Jarrell says the county put $23 million into its pre-K programs this year, helping 1,800 kids get access to high-quality early learning. He also announced an extra $986,000 to boost early childhood development.
We know that a strong start in early childhood education is a precursor for future success. This is why we continue to invest in critical programs that will be transformational in the development of our children.
Improving access to health care, another priority for the county, investing $11 million towards those efforts.
The county's support was critical in opening multiple new primary care facilities serving our uninsured and underinsured residents.
Now, Jarrell also acknowledged some financial challenges ahead, saying the county is projected to see some slowdown in revenue growth. Now, he warned that the cost of living and demand for services are increasing faster than the county's revenue can keep up, which means tough decisions will have to be made by county leaders to stay financially stable and keep essential services going. Live in Uptown, Jesse Pierre, WCNC Charlotte.
Wow. All right, Jesse, thank you so much.
The Carolinas are entering a busy season for storms, but some claim these systems will often split right above them. Why does this happen? We'll raise your weather IQ next.
And a cool morning this morning, but temperatures overnight not nearly as chilly. We'll be back down into the mid-50s. A big cool down though for tomorrow. We'll talk about the cold front arrival coming up.
Plus, the Panthers introduced their big new addition to their backfield. Why Rico Dowdle says he chose to sign with the Panthers after his breakout season.
And some couples renew their vows every 5 or 10 years. One does it every year and never in the same place. Their story, their heartwarming tradition, that's at 5:55.